because we didn't really get a chance to talk about Stuttering John on the most recent episode, we did do some updating on the bonus episode I did with the guys from Who Gives a Shit. But a lot has happened in the Stuttering John. I mean, a lot of episodes have been put out. A lot is going on. I don't know if you guys are up to date on what's happening with Stuttering John. Maybe you follow Dabblers Anonymous.
Just check in every once in a while, but I can't wait to find out what he's been up to.
First off, let's talk about Dabblers Anonymous.
Yes.
The photoshopping that's going on in there is fan-fucking-tastic. I love it.
I've seen some of the movie posters. And
yes.
They're terrific.
Yeah, it's really good stuff. So that's a fun Reddit to get into. All right. So John was visiting his family in Long Island, staying with his mom over Christmas time. And he's telling the story about how he went over to his brother's house to watch football on Sunday. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is the day after Christmas we're talking about. And when he got home, he didn't feel well.
I drink a big diet, a Red Bull, like a diet one.
Why?
Hang out with my brother. I try to eat a veal Parmesan Hero. I get through like half. I get home. I was up from 1 o'clock to like 8 in the morning with the worst headache I've ever had. I've never had a migraine. This was worse.
Wait, what?
Well, how would I know? I never had it, but you know what I'm saying. So bad. I go through my mom's pantry. She's got no aspirin. I'm going crazy now. So I start drinking her I don't know, cough, so whatever. Cough and cold.
For a headache?
Vicks or whatever.
Why?
Then I go upstairs, I start popping some of the aspirin, or that's only supposed to be low dose aspirin, for my strokes. Then I take a Klonopin. And my head is killing me. I'm going, this has got to be the energy drinks because you don't think you have COVID.
So he drank a Red Bull before bed, got a headache, and then proceeded to put every single type of medicine in the house down his gullet. Yeah. And he's like, I don't know why I didn't feel good.
It was the veal palm.
That stupid hero. I got to ask Dr. Steve about that regimen to treat a headache. I've never heard of such a thing.
God, his fucking breathing in that clip. He's so short with his sentences and very long on his breaths.
So the next day is Monday, guys. Follow me.
Okay.
On Monday night, there's also a football game. Mm-hmm. Back to the brother's house. Now, remember, he didn't sleep well the night before. He wasn't feeling good.
That night, I went over to my brother's to watch some more of the football. First, I go to the Pizza Co., Pop Pilato's Pizza Co. I grab a slice of pizza, and I start feeling like shit again, like dizzy. Like I'm walking, I'm like, I might just go back to my mom's. Then I have a change of thought. I don't get to hang with my brother that often. Now, keep in mind, I don't even think this is COVID. I just think it's me being wacky or something, because you never think of it.
You never think of COVID? That's all you think about.
That night, same thing. Could not sleep. No headache anymore, but could not sleep. Mine was wandering like the wild geese in the west.
Whoa.
All right, so on Tuesday, he did a show from one of the bedrooms, probably his childhood bedroom, from his mom's house. And I didn't pull clips of it because it's more of a visual thing, but he's sweating his ass off. He's constantly wiping his face down, and he keeps saying, actually, there's a pretty good super clip of it in the Dabblers Anonymous. He keeps saying, I'm real sweaty. I just got out of the shower. I always sweat a lot when I get out of the shower. But when does he ever clean then? This guy's so gross. Yeah. Takes a shower, then gets all sweaty.
He's self-cleaning.
Ugh. But anyway, Sunday night doesn't feel good. Monday feels like shit. Tuesday does the show, is sweating the whole time. And then comes Wednesday.
Turns out my niece had it. And I know I had it. And before you go, I shouldn't have flew. I took the test. My mom was so kind. Stuart's our local pharmacy brought me a COVID test. And I took the test and I was negative. So I got on a plane.
Okay. So he's convinced that he's sick. His niece is sick.
Yeah.
She definitely has COVID. She's tested positive. He was hanging out over at the house 2 days during this. He's not feeling well, but he gets on an airplane. Okay.
But I know I had it. And my brother took the test positive. Of course, I got it a lot quicker than he did, and it dissipated. Felt great yesterday, and I feel great now. But when I was doing that show, my friends, I was still getting over it. That's why I was sweating so much.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my God.
That's why you were sweating so much. And now, Croge, you would think that if you have COVID and you go ahead and you still broadcast, even when you have COVID, like I did twice, and you're still able to do that, don't you deserve something in return for doing that?
I did the show on Tuesday, which, by the way, in my opinion, was one of my best shows. While I had COVID with Ron Filipowski, the man who found out who Jared Schmuck was, and Hal Sparks, and we essentially did a 3-hour show. I only got 2 or 3 super chats. Let me tell you something. You should be ashamed.
Oh, my God.
You should be ashamed of yourself for not giving him more money.
That's a good deflection.
While he's out there podcasting with COVID. So now people start giving him shit for getting on an airplane.
Yeah. Well, he sounds like patient zero. He was at a pizza joint, an airport, multiple airports, an airplane. I mean,
hanging out with his mom, who's like 80 years
and
old.
he knew he felt like shit, and he knew he was exposed to someone who was COVID positive, and he was still fucking just going on because he's important and no one else is.
Yeah, and he kept saying, and you wouldn't think that it would be COVID.
Yeah,
why
you
not?
fucking
Everyone
would.
has COVID. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
what the fuck,
That's the
dude?
first thing you would think.
Good Lord.
See, I knew Jack me offered. You think you had it and you still flew, dummy? No, I took the test and I was negative. You fucking asshole.
Oh, give me a break.
This is what I knew. A guy like that, I already said I took the test before I went to the airport. And I was negative. I think I still have the damn thing. Negative. But I know I had it.
I was watching Mersh on Nightwave play this clip, and he just great. He goes, "So John's doing well."
Yeah.
The guy had the negative test in his pocket, and he's like, "I still have it. See, here it is." Who keeps their COVID test with them for days? He feels a little guilty, I think, about having COVID and getting on an airplane.
As he should.
As he should. And I played this on the bonus show, but he even sang this really cheesy song, and he recorded it in the airport about having COVID. So this guy, Jack Meoffer, continues to give him shit about that.
Jack Meoffer, you sang a song about it, having it while at the airport. Yeah, I had it. I didn't have it. And my best buddy has it. And my niece has it. And my brother has it. Hence the COVID Christmas song, you freaking idiot. All right, enough of Jack Meoffer. Goodbye. You don't listen. Now you're gone.
Sounds like a troll.
If you don't listen, then you know, there's nothing I can do. I took I can still sing about, have yourself a COVID little Christmas. What, I'm not allowed to sing about something I had? What, I can't say I had a stroke either? I can't do a song about having a stroke? You fucking moron.
That's a weird flex.
This is how he's going to go down.
You think I'm just unhealthy because of COVID? Do you know how bad shape I'm in, you asshole? Okay.
He's got you there.
Shot, holy shit. It's fucking great. And the funny thing is that he's his most entertaining self when he's not trying to be.
Yeah.
Here he is blocking Jack Meoffer, who's making his show incredible right now. And now that's over with.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Speaking of trolls, someone named Coral Heberger.
Huh.
was giving him super chats for some reason.
Good as gold. How are you, baby? Kinky Streets, Carol Hayberger.
Yeah,
Wow.
and Adam Thoreau sent me a bunch of clips of him giving me shout outs and things like that. He also put together some other fun segments from his show.
So that was the link to donate. Feel free to super chat.
It's got a very wet mouth on this particular episode. He put together a nice little supercut for us too. All right, so I have to once again give a shout out to this guy Joe Namath NYJ from the Dabblers Anonymous subreddit.
A hero.
Listen, I don't care if it's not even the real Joe Namath.
Yeah.
I still think this guy is also a hero.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right. And he called this John has show prep 19, a virus that prevents you from figuring out how to play a video.
Oh, wait. Oh, here it is. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this link here, my man. Hold on. How do I get that? Here, let's see if I can get it here. How do I get this link here? Damn it. I got to click on that somehow. I got to, what the hell? Why wouldn't it let me cut and paste this, David Goldick? I can't seem to cut and paste. I don't know why I can't do that. Let me see. No, I don't want to delete it. I want to it won't let me cut and paste it. Damn it. Damn it. I wanted to cut and paste this. I don't know why it won't let me do that here. All right. Anyway, we'll you know, I'll play it for you next time. I'll find it.
Old gravy Greg goes, he's talking to his right-click menu right now. No, I don't want to delete it. Don't give me that option.
Yeah, leave me alone.
So this is great, Crows. This is from a totally different episode.
Yeah.
But it shows you why John's so ill-prepared to run his show when he does run his show.
It's unbelievable. You know, I'm just pulling something up. Okay, well, first we'll start with this one. I want to just show you this, and then I have to get the links. You know, I always bookmark on Safari, even though I do the show on Google Chrome, but I don't know. It's just because I use Safari. I don't know why. Let me put that one out. Put this one. There we go. Okay. Let me share that. So you see that yet? No. Hold on. Okay, let me share it. Well, this is the first one, but it's so funny. You know, I'm sure you do too, Cliff. But we do work hard on, on prepping and getting stuff all set up.
So he bookmarks what he wants to show on the show using Safari, and then opens up Chrome and does the show. Do you know why he does that, Croge? I have a theory.
Go for it.
I think it's because Safari's the default browser.
Yeah.
And so when John clicks links, it automatically opens in Safari. Yeah. So people send him links, and then he bookmarks it, and then he's like, oh shit, but I use StreamYard, which only works in Chrome. So he doesn't realize that you can actually change what the default browser is on your computer.
Why would you figure it out?
Why would you ever want to figure that out?
My advice is do all your browsing on a Mac, but do your show from a PC.
Why not?
Yeah. It really just simplifies everything.
All right, I apologize. I just have a lot to catch up on. We're going to bang through these. This is Richard Ojeda's on the show, along with Benny Loco, who's a dynamic personality, I just have to say. And they have a new theory that I think is interesting.
Hold on. Roderick Berry says, hold on. Thanks for the $5 there. He says, rumor is that somebody's paying these trolls to do that to you, Richard, Hal, and me. Just letting you know, already sent a complaint to them for you.
That's totally something that they do.
I believe that. Somebody's been sending me some pictures that these people are making of me and you and Hal.
So he's talking about these Photoshops. People are sending those over to Richard to see that. So their theory is that someone's paying the trolls to do this. And I just want to say, let's pretend that's me. Let's pretend I'm your George Soros. I'm funding this entire operation against you guys.
I was going to say, I've got it narrowed down to either Soros or producer Chris. It's one of the two.
Producer Chris has been broke lately. Are you paying? Are you paying the trolls?
That's why I'm broke.
Is that what's going on? I knew it. Now, it's not just the trolls who are fucking over John and ruining his show. It's also Spectrum.
Oh my God, Spectrum, I'm gonna kill you. Video and audio is poor. They're screwing me again. You have to be freaking kidding me. Hold on. I'm just gonna do
They're screwing me
a
again.
speed test here.
Spectrum hates my politics.
You have to be kidding me. Spectrum, I am getting so sick of you. Let's see.
Yeah, let's do a speed test, John.
Let's do the speed test.
Yeah, let's see what's going on here. I'll help you diagnose.
Here we
the problem.
go.
All right.
Yeah, that one's good. It's the other one I'm worried about.
What do you mean? Wait, what?
Let's see. Upload speed's fast.
Okay.
It is?
All right.
Sounds good.
That's well over 400.
No.
Download speed.
No, your upload would not be over
The
400.
download speed is non-existent. Okay. Great. Thank you, Spectrum. You're fucking me again.
I think he has the two things mixed up there.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have a really fast upload and a slow download, especially if you're frozen while you're uploading your video.
It certainly wouldn't sound like that.
It certainly wouldn't look and sound the way that it did, but fucking Spectrum's fucking him again, Croge.
Yeah. I love, just boomers diagnosing tech issues on the air. It's
Someone taught him how to do a speed test. I'm sure Hale did.
Yeah.
And now he's like, because people were telling him, like, John, you look like shit. We can't hear you. What's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do a speed test.
Well, and
I'll get to the bottom of this.
when you only know the one thing, it's the solution to every problem. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Not like, I don't know, rebooting the modem
would you
or
do
something
that?
like that. Yeah, I don't know. Just throwing it out there as something else you could try. But no, Spectrum's fucking me. He went on to, the guest comes on, and he goes, and I'm paying over $100 a month for this. Wow. Righteous bucks. All right, so then, so he has this guest on right after he has the problem with Spectrum. And this is Sherry Jacobus, who is a political pundit out of Washington, D.C. Now, John gives us an update on his plans to go to D.C. And you'll never believe how he ends this.
And I'm coming out there probably in February or March to interview somebody. I'm going to do the Stuttering John 2.0 thing and try and get some politicians and, and ask them some poignant, but a lot of dumb, ridiculous questions just to really, lampoon them. But, let's have a drink.
Okay.
All right, Jerry.
Let's have a drink, of course.
That was subtle.
Of course he asked her out for a drink. What else is he going to do?
Is this guy a freaking moron or what?
Yeah, I would say he is.
All right, so in this next little clip that we have, John is deciding that he's going to goof on Donald Trump Jr. Now, what Donald Trump Jr. did is he put out a video goofing on President Biden for agreeing with that caller, Let's Go Brandon. You guys remember when this happened before Christmas?
Sure.
He was doing a live show and a guy goes, Let's Go Brandon. He goes, yeah, I agree. Let's go Brandon. And of course, the conservatives jumped all over this and were like, oh, what an idiot. He doesn't even know that means fuck you, Biden. So this is John playing Donald Trump Jr. and goofing on him.
And then he looks up. I mean, he's looking all over for notes. This guy can't even improvise. He can't even speak from the hip. I do 3 hours a day speaking from the hip. This moron can't do it without notes for a 3-minute Rumble video.
All right, couple things going on here. First off, you don't speak from the hip, you shoot from the hip. You speak from the heart. He always does this like chewing the shit. He always gets his metaphors fucked up with that. And then he goes on to say, I'm able to improvise for 3 hours a day. John, you stare blankly at your guest as they utter nonsense. And then you explain that somehow that's going to take down the GQP. All right? And you're not a guy who can just talk for 3 hours and be compelling. You stare at the chat and respond to people.
Yeah, he can't even string 2 minutes together of coherent thought. Even when, like that, he was trying to explain clearly, I'm going to go to Washington, D.C. and interview politicians. He's like,
Yeah. What I'll do is I'll have some pointed questions, but then I'll also have a joke question in there. But what's gonna happen? Then you want to get a drink?
Yeah.
Lampooning makes me thirsty.
They have any balls in DC? All right, so this is great because John's trying to goof on Donald Trump Jr., but he's not good at it. This is not something that John's good at.
Yeah.
So he brings up Hal Sparks. And he knows that Hal Sparks has already goofed on this video on his show. Listen to how John, first off, you're going to hear a little bit of the Donald Trump Jr. video, and then John's brilliant analysis and drop-ins. And then we get Hal involved.
Joe Biden, the president of the United States, the man sitting on our nuclear codes, has no idea what the biggest meme, perhaps ever, certainly the biggest sporting tradition of the last half a century, the newest one, going all over the country.
Hal, have you seen this?
I already did it on my show. Of course I've seen it.
I knew you had because I had the Army Major and I'm like, I know Hal probably has it because I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
But oh, come on, Hal! I know you already did, but give us your genius commentary as I play this thing.
So John is nothing. He pauses the video and starts laughing out loud at what? I don't know. It wasn't that funny. I mean, I don't want to get into the politics of it, but John has nothing. He's like, oh, watch me goof on this idiot, Donald Trump Jr. And then he goes, all right, Hal, now you come up with some jokes for this.
Just do the thing you did on your show that was funny. Do that on my show now.
Yep, exactly. The other thing that's going on in John's world, well, a couple things. He had Michael Popak on, the great Michael Popak. Because, and I had these clips, and it was just too long and boring. I'll just explain what happened here. He says, we have some really good news on the lawsuit with SiriusXM.
Oh.
And I was like, I didn't think that was going anywhere. All right,
Yeah.
what is this good news? Michael Popak comes on to explain that it will go to the 3-judge panel where they'll get a chance to make their case for this. The other thing that would have happened is it would have been thrown out. So he's excited that it didn't get thrown out, which I thought that the whole appeal process was that they knew that they were in the right. Now all of a sudden it sounded like this is more of a long shot that they let on early on, because all of a sudden he's like, yeah, so I mean, they didn't tell us to go fuck ourselves, so that's cool. It's still going. We still got a shot at this, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. I thought that was funny. The other thing that's going on in John's world is he needs to figure out his schedule because he has a new gig.
Oh.
And it's a writing gig. And he tells us about it.
Now, could someone let me know what time, Pacific time, does Army Major Ojeda and Hal Sparks broadcast? Because I have that writing gig again for 3 weeks starting on Monday. So I'm going to have to figure out times to do the show on Tuesday and Thursday. It's for, you know what, I don't care. I'm not going to mention the name of it. It's for an app. I'm too old to write for any late night shows at this point. But, I write a bunch of stuff for a phone app. It's like a trivia, a bunch of questions, but they pay me well. Anyway, I thank my agent for that.
He's writing trivia questions for a phone app.
For 3 weeks at a time?
For 3 weeks. It pays really good, but for some reason it also has like specific hours that he has to now juggle in order to do this. Is he like punching a clock or something? Does this make any sense?
This is a temp job.
It's a temp job.
He got a temp job.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean, God bless him. You got to pay those bills, but I wouldn't call that a writing gig necessarily.
I would love to know when he says it pays really well. I'd love to know what that means. I'd love to know that.
Yeah.
That's a weird one.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Well, he needs the gig, Croge, because as you know, he's got the Invisaligns now to fix his teeth.
Oh, boy.
And
that's what's wrong with him.
Unfortunately, that's fucking up some of his major talents.
Court's closing in on Dickhead Jr. and Becky. Yep, that's the big news. I can't do with these freaking Invisaligns on. Don't worry, you got the point.
He can't do his famous trumpet sound anymore.
He's nothing without his sound effects.
Are you talking about me? All right. So John has an advertiser on again, this betonline.ag.
Oh, boy.
And he's using that CLNS50 code.
Yeah, that same fucking code.
No, so I reached out to those guys.
Yeah.
Because they've been in contact with having WATP be on their platform. So I just decided to just shoot him an email and be like, is John reading these? And I'm not trying to get him in trouble or anything. I'm just curious because I heard from an insider that they haven't been working with him for years.
Yeah.
So I think it's bullshit. I think he's just pretending to do it.
Absolutely.
He's also the worst at doing these ad reads. He sounds so put off by it.
Yeah.
But he knows all the right radio lingo for going into an ad read, Crush.
But first, let me just pay the bills, if you will. As you know, that is a radio term. So let's see. Here we are. BetOnline.ag has you covered all season. More props, odds, and lines than ever before as football season continues to march to the playoffs.
God, I wish he would kick the bucket, which is radio terms for kill yourself.
I gotta pay the bills, which is a radio term.
I don't actually pay the bill.
Yeah, that's a good point. Not literally pay bills. I would never do that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. All right, just a few more things on here. I want to remind everyone that John does not go to troll sites. He cannot be bothered with going to troll sites. He has on this guest, Nina G. Nina G is a female stuttering comedian.
Oh, boy.
And John asked the question he likes to ask of all the guests that he has on the show for some reason.
Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't ever go on these troll sites, so I don't, like, who cares what these fucking losers think? Do you get a lot of people that hate on you?
Oh, yeah. On occasion, yeah. Yeah, in my YouTube, But I got jokes about it. Like, the most offensive one was somebody said that that seeing me do stand-up was the bravest thing they ever saw. Which, like, what kind of bullshit is that?
Her version of trolls is someone says that her trying to do stand-up as a stutterer is the most brave thing anyone's ever seen.
Wow.
This is very different from what John's talking about. So, did they Photoshop that? No, they just said it was really brave.
Like, me telling dick jokes is not brave. There's lots others who risk their lives every day. It's not me.
No, but it is funny, like, how much time and effort these people put into hating on you. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, do you get heckled on, like, a lot?
It doesn't sound like John's listening, does it?
No, not at all.
I don't think he's listening or paying attention, and I can prove that he never does, because later on in this interview, he says this.
Well, you have been charming, Nina. I've enjoyed this conversation. I didn't know what to expect because this is the first time that we've ever talked.
No, I was on your show a few years back.
Were you?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Wait a second. Was I with Royce then?
I think there was another guy, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it wasn't a video thing. It was about 4 years, probably 2019.
And what was it, and was the subject all about, stuttering?
Yes! She's a stuttering comic. Of course, that's why you had her on 2 years ago, you moron.
Well, in his defense, it's hard to remember things when you're blackout drunk.
Correct. That is very true. I like that somebody wrote, Nina, do people dress up like cockroaches and taunt you on YouTube? Oh, that's just me? Okay, just curious. So then, John is obviously embarrassed by this.
No, I didn't even know that we've ever talked before. I swear to God. I just saw you were on my Instagram.
This is going great.
Good Lord.
He's amazing.
Let's get a drink.
He is my hero. Now, the one thing that we can say about liberal Democrats like Stuttering John is they have a lot of empathy. And that's where the term bleeding heart liberal comes from. That's why they want to help out those who are less fortunate, and they want everyone to get along.
If you're going to refuse to get vaccinated and refuse to wear masks, then you deserve to die. Sorry. You deserve it.
If you don't live the life, wait, that I tell you to live, then die. Wow. Now, this gets a lot funnier.
Kelvin Columbia, am I boosted? It's a good question. And I'm going to tell you something about that. Now that I got the Omna, I definitely had Omnicron or whatever it is.
Omnicron? What's that?
So do I have to get boosted anymore? I don't know. I got to ask my doctor. I don't know. Because now that the other two stopped Delta and the other one, so now do I even need to get boosted?
If you don't get vaccinated, you deserve to die. Did you get boosted, John? I don't think I'm going to. I'm not planning on it. What a fucking hypocritical douche this guy is. He truly is stupid. He truly is dumb. And unlikable in every single way. Unlikable in every single way.
Podcast, WAT.